I don't know what to do for Halloween this year. I mean, last year wasn't that great. I read a couple scary stories and then I kind of fell off the face of the earth. So why not review a movie?
Here we got Halloween Puppy is all that I could find on such short notice. Okay, let's just do it. Oh, okay, wait, hang on here. Yup, there we go, perfect.
What can I say about Halloween Puppy that will get you to keep watching this video? And my answer to that is, I don't know. If you're still here, thank you. Let's just jump in. Let's just do it.
I didn't want to go into this completely blind, so I decided to look up the director, which apparently is Mary Crawford. Wait, who is this? David Ducato. David Ducato.
Wow! That's David Ducato!
Ah, yes, David Ducato, director of a plethora of great movies, such as Asian Ghost Story, Sorority Slaughterhouse, Bigfoot vs. D.B. Cooper. I gotta see that one. That one's gotta go on my list to see. The odd thing is some of these movies are directed under different names, such as David Doe, Eric Mancini, David McCabe. David McCabe is listed twice, but under different spelling. That's fine. Jack Reed, Wilma Rubble, H.L. Slocum, Joseph Tennant. There's a bunch of names, and I'm wondering, are you hiding from someone? Are you okay, dude? Although, I gotta appreciate the guy because he's doing what he likes. One of the quotes on his IMDb page is, "I make movies for myself. I've got to like what I do, and I've got to do it as well as I can. If other people like what I like, then great." And to that, I say, way to go, David Ducato. I still can't get your name right. Now that we know a little bit about our director, let's go ahead and jump in, shall we? The movie starts with a seemingly rushed title sequence when... Oh, that's great.
When was this movie made? 2012. I honestly think we're off to a great start.
Throughout the opening credits, dogs keep popping up. Are you trying to drive home that this is about a puppy during the season of Halloween? Because if that's so, the title of your movie kind of speaks for itself. I like how some of them have hearts. Maybe they're hinting to a Valentine's Day puppy sequel. After 3 minutes worth of opening credits, we are brought to our establishing shot, which seems a little blue? What also gets me is the next scene where it seems like someone is carrying a camera through a house looking through rooms, but everything is still so blue. I mean, with the spooky music, you might think something's gonna pop out. And just like that, the lighting's changed and the mom is, whoa, what are you doing?
How can you sleep with those ghoul movies on?
The mom comes in, tells her son about her day.
We had a cat who got its tail stuck in a sliding door.
The son asks, "Hey, can I have a Halloween movie night?" And she's like, "Haha, we'll talk about it in the morning." But wait, lady, it looks like it's the middle of the day. Unless your lack of white balance was trying to simulate nighttime, it still wouldn't work, being that obvious of a switch between the blue and the regular-ish lighting. Plus, you can see the daylight through the blinds. I'm sorry, but you're not fooling anyone here. Alright, I'm gonna lay this down once. This is what the transition looks like, and it lasts way too long, and it's just not, I mean, you see, yep. The next morning, Adam comes out and starts talking about his dream from the night before. His mother, Linda, keep bantering on about nothing applicable to the plot. Linda even goes on to talk about how they got their house in detail.
Who got a great deal on a short-term rental because a formerly sick Pekingese had a very grateful owner who also just happened to be a real estate agent.
Adam mentions that it's Friday and Ted, Linda's boyfriend, is coming over with donuts. Their conversation goes full circle when Linda drops this beautiful line.
You do, but until then, you're still mine to control.
She's got the crazy eyes.
Trying to control.
After that intense line, Eric Roberts' character is introduced.
Hi, gang. Hey, Ted.
They go on to talk about what movie they should watch that night, in which Adam suggests a horror movie since, you know, it's Halloween. Some more discussion ensues, and just like that, Ted is out of there. But before he can leave, Linda catches up to him and starts more banter. In this awkward conversation between Linda and Ted, Eric just looks like he kind of wants to get out of there. Just please, Linda, just let him be free. Meanwhile, Adam is going through his box of Halloween props. The audience is introduced to Molly, the neighbor from down the street, and might I say, the flirting between these characters is more than cringeworthy.
Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
You're cute when you're mad.
Adam takes a look inside the book Molly had with her when he realizes.
It looks cool. Kind of like the Necromicon.
What?
I think you mean Necronomicon, my friend.
The Necromicon.
Necronomicon.
Necromicon.
It's about time. I've been trying to get rid of that damn book for years.
You know, you seem so smart. And then you're so not smart about the things that matter. The Necromicon.
According to Molly, she got it from a shop owner who didn't know what to make of it because it's in Latin. What can I say? It's a dead language. They keep talking about how spooky it is, and she eventually goes to put the book in the house. Molly goes to say hi to Linda, which, yes, starts more useless banter. The only useful bit of information we get from this conversation is that Molly's parents have a place up in the woods, something of that nature. That's about it. We're brought back outside for another character introduction in which apparently every other character knows these characters.
Oh, the twins.
Twins.
Twins?
Twins.
Twins.
It makes it seem like some sort of inside joke that we're all actually missing out on. All we really find out about these guys is...
I like Halloween. I like seeing little kids scream.
Otherwise, we're not told much else about these guys. It really feels like they're there just to make the movie longer. Ugh. They leave with the box, but apparently the joke's on them. Adam informs his mom that he put rotten newspapers in the box since he knew the twins were gonna come get the box. Why is this a thing? Linda suggests they all go up to the cabin for the weekend. However, that conflicts with Halloween. Adam puts up a half-hearted fight, but eventually agrees to go. Upstairs, he talks to Molly about what he'd rather be doing.
Going to Mr. Flyswatter's haunted garage, watching as many horror movies as I can on 3 separate screens while eating piles of candy pretending that it's human flesh. And you know what else I like?
Halloween.
Halloween!
Halloween!
Okay, there's more talk about relationships.
I'm not just outside my comfort zone, baby. I am outside my comfort zone.
Me too. This scene is useless. Next, we find that the kids are messing around with this book. Oh, what was it called again?
The Necromicon.
Yeah, that. They start chanting some words out of the book when Ted interrupts, followed by my absolute favorite line in this movie.
Neato!
Oh no, those effects are beautiful!
Boy.
Ted goes to lay down after that ordeal, which I don't blame him. I had to lay down after seeing those graphics! The next morning, they assume Ted's gone home. But lo and behold...
Adam!
Linda! Oh, hi. Sorry I fell asleep on the couch.
There he is! Yep, I am not kidding you. We've got our fully grown Halloween dog! Now everyone is questioning what's going on, but they decide to bring the dog along anyway since they don't know where the owners are and they don't know where it came from. Ooh, careful there, Linda. Looks like that dog was getting away from you.
Oh, fun. You two are no fun.
Oh god, you know what? I can't deal with this. We're skipping. So now the gang is on their way to the cabin, while Ted's thoughts are still needlessly informing us about what he's thinking.
Well, I've never thought
For a
about
sudden
it, but
and
sure.
hilarious shift
I
happens.
am pretty... I can't believe this at all. Hey, what's that smell? Oh boy, everything smells so good. Oh God, I like it in the car. Yes, I do. Ooh, something's like a bacon and waffles. Oh boy, can I stick my head out the window? Please. I love the car. Ooh.
Okay, I honestly mean this. I genuinely wish I was in the sound booth when Eric was recording this. I can't even imagine what his face might have looked like during this recording. Because either way, it would be funny. If he was bored, it would be funny. If he was really excited about it, it would be funny either way, just because of how absurd this is.
For those of you who don't know who he is, I'm going to make this short and sweet. Eric Roberts, brother to famed actress Julia Roberts, shares his fame with his sister, being cast in high-profile movies such as The Expendables and The Dark Knight.
It's movies like this with big-name actors that make me wonder, how? Is David Ducato, I still can't, is he friends with these people? Because, one, they don't seem too interested in being in this movie, and I'm just genuinely curious because I've been there.
What do I do?
Anything you want.
It's a little pressure.
I've asked people to be in my stuff before. Maybe I just gotta get them drunk. Is that your secret, Mary Crawford, David Ducato, whoever you are?
And that's just the beginning, folks. We get to actually go along for the ride for a good 4 minutes of footage and odd transitions. They finally arrive. Adam is doing nothing but complaining, so Linda suggests they go for a walk while she waits for Ted, since they assume he's driving up later in the day. No one knows that he's a dog yet. Just making sure we're on the same page here. And what follows is a little... well, it seems like Eric is just listing off facts about his character, as if it were an interview before things really go ham. I can't even explain it. Have a look for yourself.
Oh my word. That is the stuff. Yes.
It's just so awkward. And I love how it looks like Linda loses control of the dog at one point in these scenes. The kids come up to another cabin, and our other big star of this movie is introduced. Susan Olsen, made famous for her role as Cindy Brady in The Brady Bunch, a popular family comedy that ran from 1969 to 1974. Susan's character Rachel, who apparently knows about the spell they cast the night before, so she sits down with them to talk about what happened, and some other mumbo-jumbo about magic. Listen, lady. Whoa! That is actually how it's cut. No transition whatsoever. We're back to this. Oh boy. Okay, after that is when they sit down and talk about the magic and whatnot. Okay, lady, listen to me.
The audience knows nothing about you. You came out of nowhere.
Am I being vague enough for you?
Yes, you are.
And, oh my!
What?
Oh, it's happening!
What is it?
Haven't you noticed?
What?
Your hands have turned into tentacles!
So the kids come back, they exchange words.
Well, that's nice. I'm glad someone's having fun.
Excuse you? If I recall about 15 seconds ago, you're getting pretty into it, Linda. Don't be giving me none of that passive-aggressive bullshit. So no one knows where Ted is, but that's the end of concern for a missing person, because isn't that dog just so cute?
And from bad to worse it goes.
Trust me, I think we hit that bump a long time ago. We're left with another standstill for plot points until Ted listens in on a conversation between Linda and Molly. What do you think they talk about? You guessed it, absolutely nothing relevant. Honestly, Ted is missing and they don't seem to wonder where he is. They don't, I would be worried about someone, I don't know, man. So Ted finally comes to the conclusion that he needs to figure out a way to let everyone know it's him. Why didn't he come to that conclusion when he originally turned into a dog? I don't know.
Chipmunks!
Oh, chipmunks! What, we're back to this now?
What?
Linda, no, please.
Please, you don't have to do this! The kids bring the book back to Rachel, and she explains things that were already pretty clear to us. But then she goes on to explain properties of spells and their powers, which just feels like the writer made up some bullshit and called it good. If you're going to spout off information, at least get some insight, or try to make yourself sound a bit more educated on the subject.
See, we couldn't have transformed anyone.
Perhaps. As long as no one said Nito.
Wait, what?
Neato.
Why is it not so blue? When it first happened, everything was blue. Is it because it was a flashback? I'm confused. So she figures out what spell they cast via the chant they did the night before. And there we go. The kids now know that Ted was put into a dog's body. Rachel tells them that if they recite the chant in reverse order, that should fix everything. And they gotta do it now because it's Halloween, because powers and shit. How convenient. The kids make up some story about how Ted is actually at home and they gotta go. And apparently more car footage is needed too. Molly goes to get her potions, which seems redundant since all they have to do is recite the chant backwards. On her way back, she runs into Tweedledee and Tweedledouchebag, who steal the book for their haunted house. Your guess is as good as mine, people. Adam and Molly go through just a sad, sad display. I could create better with more than that. The twins explain that Adam and Molly are going to be victims for their haunted house, then they can have the book back. Seems reasonable, but why not just ask in the first place? Molly rubs her hands together to create magic! They get the book back, recite the chant, Ted is Ted again, white balances off again, we come full circle. And boom, movie's done. That's it, that's all, time to go home. To me, watching this movie was more of just watching confusion play itself out. There were so many irrelevant conversations and details, awkward acting, awkward writing, the movie itself was just a mess. A cringe fest, just a big old mess. And because of that fact, this movie is incredibly fun to watch with friends, doubly so if you have drinks.
And honestly, who knows, I might even go and buy the other movies and watch those too, because oddly enough, there's a lot more made in the same sort of stylistic, talking animals, weird, just, I don't know, who knows. Stay tuned because next month we have Thanksgiving.
Yo, for my first movie review, I think I did quite alright. Go ahead and check out some of my other stuff if you want to see more. Also, stay tuned, like I said, for next month when I do Thanksgiving. It's gonna be a good time.